we're almost at the end of our Kickstarter, so please go check it out if you want to help us fund The Magpie, which is a horror romance comic about a lesbian love triangle with an elder god. Today, tomorrow, Monday, they're your last days to go support it if you'd like to, so please check it out. We're counting on you. Thank you. There is a link in the description down below, so go check it out. Thank you. On to the video. So today's a little different. I am doing some watercolors of some animals. I've wanted to do watercolors for a while. I used to do like watercolor classes when I was in high school, but I haven't touched it since then. So I thought I would jump into it and have a little fun. You must be wondering, what are these scribbles on this page? Well, so Bones and I went to the African Lion Safari, which is in Ontario. So we went on a trip. We've been planning to go for a while because, like, we love animals. We wanted to go to the zoo or to the safari for a long time, and we just kept putting it off, or like we didn't have the money to go on a big fun trip, and then some complications came up, so we had to push off like our vacation longer and longer. And yeah, so we finally went as a celebration. Because I just recently started a new job, so we were like, okay, the weekend before I start, we'll go to the safari. So we did. So the safari, I guess like most people who are watching this haven't been there, but it's basically just like a reserve park thing, and like they have a lot of land, for one, where like there's a lot of free roaming wild animals. They do a lot of like preservation stuff, and like breeding of like animals that are like almost extinct or endangered. Maybe not almost extinct, but definitely endangered. So they do a lot of that, and they like raise a lot of awareness about endangered animals and like just animal knowledge and stuff. They also preserve a lot of like wildlife, like Canadian wildlife too, which is great. So yeah. But yeah, so they have this big open park where you can like drive your car through if you want. We opted to take one of the bus tours because there's like baboons in the park, and they will go on your car and try to break it. So we were like, no, let's not do that. So we took the bus tour. We went around, we saw all the animals. Our favorites were definitely the lions, because lions are just giant kitten cats, and they're super cute. But yeah, but they had like they had African lions and they had white African lions, I don't know, which were super cute. And they had like a bunch of different deer species, a bunch of like bovines. They had an ostrich that attacked someone's car because you could see its reflection, and it was like, I will attack, peck peck. And there were baboons, and there was like a school bus in front of us, like full of kids, and the baboons kept getting on the bus and trying to pull the mirrors off. It was really fun. Yeah, definitely our favorites were like, we really liked the wildebeests. I don't know why. And like the deer, and they had buffalo as well, which were super cute. They're just like triangles of fluff. They're really cute. And we saw giraffes and zebras and rhinos, like, you know, all the sweet animals. And so when we were on the bus tour, I did a bunch of like gesture sketches, which was hard because there was like a bunch of kids on the bus, and like it was really packed, so people kept like jumping in the way, or like we'd drive by way too quick for me to get a good sketch of the animals. So it was very like really quick, really gestural, and then Bones was taking pictures so that I'd have reference later. So because like, it would have been great if I could go into the park and just like sit and draw them, but it's dangerous because they are free roaming and they will get you. So couldn't do that. But yeah, so it was very, very quick sketches. And then I was like, when I come back, I'm going to watercolor them and practice and learn how to draw animals. So yeah, watercolor's fun because it's a good way to like learn how to paint and mix colors, which I'm very new to, as you may know if you've watched the rest of my channel. So a lot of it was guesswork based on like prior knowledge I kind of have from doing like watercolor classes, but like if you asked me how to do anything, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Like it was a really long time ago. The only thing I remember is like you want to start light and like build your layers up. And there were a couple places here where I like went way too heavy with pigment before like getting all my layers down. So yeah, I've got to learn how to do that. And then like, cause you have like a limited palette, right? It's not like digital where you have like all the colors of the rainbow at your disposal. It's like, you know, you have to lay down different colors to get the right hues, and yeah, learning me. Yes. So I just wanted to use it as practice. What I'd love to do is go to the zoo, like the Toronto Zoo, because I can actually sit and watch the animals and like do some better drawings of them, and even bring like a travel watercolor set and work on it. Because like it would have been impossible on the bus to like watercolor while I was like jerking around and there were people screaming and pushing. Like it was hectic. There was lots of babies crying. Yeah, I'd love to go to the zoo and just sit and draw some animals and like spend the whole day there. Bones and I are kind of planning like a trip where maybe for like a weekend or a week we'll go down to the zoo and like just go for 2 days instead of one, so then we can just sit and draw and like really enjoy ourselves instead of trying to do everything in one day, because we're big animal lovers. We want to just hang out and watch cute animals being cute. Yeah, and then I can get lots of practice with live models of animals, and that's the dream. That's like what you want when you're learning. I guess maybe not right away. Like it's very good to start with like photo reference or like how to draw tutorials so that you kind of get the gist of things. But then when you want to go even further, you go get your live models, because they will help you articulate the form better, I think. I mean, it is really good to see like the live animals, like seeing how they move, seeing like how they look when they turn around. Because sometimes like when you're looking at a photo, you don't get the full idea of what they look like, or how like, you know, how do they look from the back or the side or the front. Whereas like when they're right in front of you, you can like move around them, or they'll move, because they're animals and they will not hold still for you. But yeah, it's just, you get a deeper sense of what they're all about. What else did we do at the safari? They had a bunch of like shows. So there was like a couple bird shows where they showed off a bunch of like birds of prey or birds of paradise, and like they do tricks with them, or they would have them fly out and show them around and then talk about like, you know, this one's endangered, or like this one does really cool stuff. And then they had a bunch of enclosures that had like birds in them, and they were a bit like they were all enclosed, so we could walk around them and like get a closer look. And there was this darling hornbill. If you've ever seen them, they're so cute and pretty, and they are so loud. But that one was fun to see. There was like a bunch of vultures and a bunch of like hawks and eagles that were really cute. Bones and I love the vultures because they look like they're just wearing robes, because they have like the bald head, right? Because they eat carrion, which is full of like guts and bacteria and stuff, so they don't want that on their feathers, so they have like a bald head so they can like get in there and get all the good food. And I found out that vultures have like super acidic stomachs, because like the acid in their stomach, it's like for killing the bacteria that they eat. Like that's how stomach acid, like that's the purpose of it for all creatures. But theirs is so powerful that it can kill rabies, so that's really cool. That is metal as heck. So yeah, vultures are nice. They clean up all the bad bacteria and kill it so that you don't get sick with rabies. So thank the vultures. So the birds were really cute. Bones and I loved the vultures. There was also a petting zoo. So they had like a bunch of deers and llama and goats. The little pygmy goats were really cute. What else did they have? Oh, my favorite part, this is the silliest. My favorite part of the whole trip was like they had a skunk that was just like hanging out. Like they had the trainer with it. And like it was descented so it wouldn't spray anyone, but she was just the sweetest little skunk, and she just sat there eating like peanuts, and you could get a close look, and oh my gosh, I just love skunks. They're sweet little badger friends, and I wish I could get close to them in real life, because they're just got the sweetest little faces. So yeah, be nice to skunks. They're nice. They eat bugs and they love their babies. So, yeah. Yeah, so we had a really fun trip. It was nice to, like, just have a day where we didn't do anything. Like, I remember, like, when we got to the park, I was really, like, riled up. I was like, I've got, like, you know, stuff to do and gotta catch up on, like, my videos and my artwork and make sure everything's prepped for the new job and, like, because, like, things have been a little crazy hectic recently, like, between the Kickstarter and our usual work and job hunting. Like, it's been real crazy. So, yeah, when we got there, I was like, oh my god, I'm freaking out. I have to go home and do stuff. But then, like, once we were in the park, it's like, well, I paid a bunch of money to be here. I should just chill. And, like, I don't have to be anywhere. I don't have to do art if I don't want to. But I found, like, as the day went on, I was really into just drawing the animals, chillaxing, hanging out with Bones. Yeah, it was nice to not have to be anywhere for a little bit. And I think that's really valuable as an artist, to chill and take breaks. I mean, I talk about it a lot. But relaxing is definitely one of those pieces of advice where I need to, like, take my own advice way more. It's just tough because there's always something that needs to be done. Like, the to-do list is always going. So, yeah, it's tough. It's a really tough balance between making sure you get your work done, but also taking care of yourself and making sure that you're not always, like, high stress all the time. Take care of yourself. Go on vacation. See the animals. Have ice cream. Yeah. So, yeah, in this video, I only do, like, one page of animals and then, like, one of the deers that was in the petting zoo that was really cute. It was just sitting there all sleepy. Yeah, but I have, like, 10 pages of sketches of different animals that I was doing. Because there were a ton. There's, like, elephants and lemurs and the petting zoo and the park, the birds. Like, there was so much stuff. And we didn't even see everything because there was so much and we only had the one day to be there. Definitely a lot of fun. There's also a water park, but Bones and I aren't water park people. Like, I like swimming every once in a while. Bones does not. He doesn't know how to swim. And, like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of water. I like hanging out by water, like on a beach or something, and, like, reading or drawing. But I don't love being in the water, I guess. I guess it's better at pools. Bones doesn't like pools because there's chlorine and he's allergic to it. Maybe not allergic, but it irritates his skin a lot. It makes him sick. And I'm okay with pools. I like being in them way more than I like being in, like, actual, like, water, like lakes or the ocean or something. Like, I love wildlife, but I don't like being in the water with aquatic wildlife. Because I'm like, no, please do not touch. Like, I remember I went to Nova Scotia when I was a teenager. I went with my girlfriend at the time and her family didn't know we were dating, so that was fun. But it was legit fun. But we did spend a lot of time at beaches because it was a camping trip, and we went, and our campsite was right at the edge of, like, a beach. So, like, you know, if we wanted to, we could just walk over to the beach and, like, go dip our toes in the ocean and, like, swim and stuff. Like, it was a really cool, like, beautiful campsite. And but yeah, so one day, me and my girlfriend at the time, we went just, like, wading around in the shallows, and luckily I was wearing what do you call them? They're like water shoes. They're just, like, slip-on shoes that are, like, waterproof or something. So I was wearing those and we were walking around because it was really rocky. And there was lots of, like, slippery seaweed and stuff. And yeah, so I was walking along and I felt something weird on my foot. Like, it felt like a rock had fallen on it. And I looked down and there was a crab walking along my foot. And I screamed because I was like, I did not want this crab touching me. I was terrified. And I kicked it and it went flying out of the water and, like, landed a foot away. And I, like, ran back to shore and I was like, I'm not going in there ever again. So yeah, that was me. That was me at the beach. I know, I'm really fun to be around. But yeah, so I don't like it when wildlife touches me. No, thank you. I want to watch you from afar. Also on that trip, really sad. we found like there's this horrible smell coming from the beach one morning, and we were like, what is that? And we went and looked, and there was like, we thought it was like a dolphin or something, but there was like the corpse of this dolphin just like floating up on the shore, and like it was just so sad. And like the smell was obviously because it was a corpse. But then like we went and got the park manager, and they were like, oh, it's a porpoise, and like they went and cleaned it up. But yeah, really sad, very smelly, not very pleasant. So yeah, wildlife. Luckily, no wildlife touched me when I was at the safari. I mean, like, there was a petting zoo where you could volunteer to touch the animals, which I didn't partake in, so. Wildlife. I love it. It's good stuff. Also, since it's summer, I need to go camping. Because, like, Bones used to go camping as a kid. I want to go camping again as a kid. Wait. I want to go camping again, so we should one day. Do some wildlife sketches. That's actually something I really need to do, is like go on more walks and just sit in like nature and draw landscapes. Because I think that's how I'm gonna learn how to draw landscapey stuff, is just sitting and like drawing it for reals. Yeah, not one of my strong points, drawing landscape, drawing nature. I especially will need it for The Scourge of 9 Point, which is a webcomic I work on. That's all based around like Canadian wildlife. So yeah, I need to know how the plant life looks, because I'll need to draw it. Because we want it to be as authentic as possible. So I need to go and learn how to draw all the native plants in my area. Yeah, and I mean, since they're all near me, I can just go out and paint them or draw them. So I really need to do that now that the weather's nice. Though it has been really cloudy and gray, which is annoying because it's supposed to be like summery now. It was weird. We had like a week where it was boiling hot, like it was always 30 degrees for like a weekend, and then it cooled down to like 10 degrees Celsius, and we're like, stop. Please, I want to wear sundresses and be cute. Thank you, goodbye. Anyways, I need to go out. There's cute trails near my house, so I should just go on those trails and explore and have fun and draw things. And now I have watercolors, so I can go paint things and learn how color works. Ugh. There's always too much to do with art, isn't there? There's always more to learn. There's always difficult things to learn, but it's fun. I had a lot of fun with these paintings, drawing things today. I know with watercolors, I tend to go really light and airy. Like, I know some people will go, like, very dark with their watercolors and make it look almost like gouache, but I tend to go very, like, super light and super airy. So, yeah, it takes me a long time to build up layers whenever I do work on them. So, if you have any watercolor tips, please let me know, because I want to learn how to do it real good. Keep me posted if you're a cool watercolor kid. Alrighty, I think that's all I have for today. I hope my little story about the safari wasn't too boring. I hope you're working on your art or your comics. Oh, a bunch of people came out to the live stream yesterday that we did for our Kickstarter, and it was really fun talking to you. And so many people said that these videos have helped them, like, work on their comics or, like, motivate them to draw, and that's just so wonderful. And I'm so thankful that people feel that way, and amazed that, like, I'm helping motivate people. So go out and do the thing. Do the drawing, work on your comic. I believe in you. You can do it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, now that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to request a video topic, please leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like more videos about art and webcomics and writing webcomics, all that good stuff. And don't forget to go check out the Kickstarter if you would like to, because it ends Monday evening. So yeah, get on it. Time is running out. Alright. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!